Hello, Potomac Crossing Ward. This is Come Follow Me 2021 Lesson 19, May 3 through May 9, covering Doctrine and Covenants, sections 46 through 48. Section 46, this section informs the early church how they should conduct their meetings. It starts with mundane matters of policy regarding church meetings in verses 3 through 6. Then it turns to spiritual matters in verses 7 through 33. Note how little text is dedicated to the actual issues of who is and who is not allowed to attend the meetings, as compared to the ideally spiritual nature of the meetings and the attendees. The Lord tells them that anyone honestly interested in learning more about the church is allowed to attend, but anyone who has caused offense needs to reconcile before attending the meetings, and we see that in verses 3 through 6. The Lord then tells them the purpose of spiritual gifts is for people to provide service to others, not to promote themselves, which we see in 7:33. And this is a big issue in the early church, where having spiritual manifestations or spiritual signs is seen as a marker of leadership, where if you have these spiritual manifestations, then that must mean you're spiritual, and that must mean the Lord has chosen you to be a leader among the ecclesia. And what the Lord is saying here is, no, that's not the case. The purpose of these spiritual gifts is for these individuals with the spiritual gifts to serve the other people within the ecclesia as as fellow servants, as members of the body, which we know from the New Testament when Paul likens those all to parts of the body, and he says all parts of the body are necessary. This is what the Lord is saying: is all parts of the body are necessary. Anybody who receives these gifts is there to serve one another, so that everybody in the church can be benefited, everybody among the ecclesia. Section 47, John Whitmer was called to the position of church historian in the place of Oliver Cowdery. So Oliver is released from being a historian, writing stuff down. John Whitmer's called. Again, some interesting history here. John Whitmer was really not interested in doing this. He just didn't want to do it. And if you take a look at my print comments, there's some interesting stuff written up there. About how he fulfilled the calling, and then after his apostasy didn't want to give up the notes. Section 48, the early leaders of the church wondered if Kirtland was to be the New Jerusalem and how they were to settle all of the newcomers from New York, and the Lord provides instructions on both of those points.